Hey everybody, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. On today's video, we are continuing our series with gated communities in Temecula. Today we're going to talk about Rancho Madera, which is in the Redhawk community in southern Temecula. Talk about HOA, taxes, conveniences, pros and cons, and I'll show you the location of Rancho Madera on a map. So let's get into the video. Okay, so next up we have Rancho Madera. And it is, I'll show you here, right off Temecula Parkway. I have videos specifically on this community, which is Fairways. This is the largest gated community. And then you have Rancho Madera, which is very, very small. And then you have Rancho Serrano. So I do have videos on each individual gated community. I really like Rancho Madera, very well kept. Even though it's small, I do prefer the bigger Fairways community, but I really like this. It's just smaller, and it's just a preference for me. But when you talk about things to do or amenities, you've got Temecula Parkway right here. You've got Vail Ranch Plaza, Vail Ranch Town Square, Redhawk Town Center, Vail Ranch Shopping Center. Anything that you need or want is within a 5 to 7 minute drive. Now, if you want to get there and you're confused at where it is, just Google Calle Los Mochis right here, and you will get to one of these two exits, entrances or an exit. You'll have to wait for somebody to let you in unless you have a code. Okay guys, so Rancho Madera, probably my favorite gated community within the Redhawk community in southern Temecula. The HOAs are going to run, or not HOAs, but the special assessment Melrose tax is going to be around $2,000 a year, which isn't too bad. The homes built really around 2003, 2004, and they're going to range in square footages from 2,400 all the way up to 3,600. In the description of this video, I linked the blog post that I wrote. And in the blog post, I gave a couple streets that will have golf course views. I understand that some people that are moving to this type of community, whether it's gated or near a golf course, are going to want golf course views. So not every single street in these gated communities, that I'm doing videos on, will have golf course views. So if that is important for you, just make sure you check that out. Okay guys, so now some of the pros and cons of the Rancho Madera community. Number one, it's very similar to many communities throughout Temecula. You're close to everything. Grocery stores, Redhawk Town Center, Walmart, Kohl's, restaurants. They're all going to be within a 5 to 10 minute drive of Rancho Madera. You're close to the freeway, probably around a 10-minute drive in the morning to get to the 15 freeway. Some of the homes have beautiful views. You're able to have the opportunity to live on a golf course, which is a huge plus for many people. There are great schools, and you're in a popular area of Temecula. Okay, so now some of the cons. Number one, the gate is not guarded. A lot of people really do want the guard gated community. Number two, there's no pool, public spa, basketball courts, that type of thing in Rancho Madera. Throughout Temecula, many communities have all of these amenities included with the HOA. This is not the case in Rancho Madera. Okay, next, in way of cons, some of the homes in Rancho Madera will back to a busy street, Redhawk Parkway. So just be aware of that. I'm not saying that it's a deal breaker, but if you have options and you have to spend a little bit more money for a home that does not back to a busy street, personally, I would do that. Next, it's just not a good area for a rental. So if you are in the market, for a rental in Temecula, I personally just wouldn't pick the Rancho Madera community. The homes are bigger. It's going to be more expensive. There's an HOA, which is going to have rules. If those rules aren't followed, you're going to be getting letters and you're going to have to deal with tenants making sure that they're following all of these rules. Finally, just the schools and the school districts in Temecula. A lot of people are moving here simply for that. You're going to get high ratings, overall ratings, test score ratings. I do have another video that I just produced about a week or two ago. I actually interviewed a local high school graduate, and she goes over what she loved about going to and growing up in Temecula for 21, 22 years. She talks about, you know, the high schools and what you can expect if your kids are attending them in Temecula. Thank you very much, and until next time from Exploring Temecula.